What's up, guys? It's Joel Proshar Paintball. Today we're here with Cody, one of our helpers at the store, one of our paintball players, everything, friend.
This is an OG over here. This is Turtle.
Oh, my bad. We're here with Turtle. Yeah. We're here to talk about paintball news. Hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys do, subscribe. We'll see you guys after the intro. Alrighty, guys, so here we are. We are in the month of April. We're here to talk about some paintball news. I guess you could call it April news. We didn't do a March news session, so we're here to talk about a bunch of different things.
A lot of things.
Yeah. So let me pull out my list here that we had going on. But yeah, we've got a bunch of good stuff to talk about. All right, first off, Paintball Fit, I guess NXL, Sunshine Open just happened. Dynasty 1 Pro.
Hurricanes sure took it.
Hurricanes.
Come on, Hurricanes.
Voting for the Hurricanes. Root for the Hurricanes. Well, yeah, they were the semi-pro team that won last year.
Yep.
They got put up to pro, and they won, they did really well.
5-0 the first point.
The first match. Yeah. Who was that against? Dude, I watched that match and I was like, wow, they crushed
Extreme.
Was it Extreme?
I want to say it was Extreme.
I'm sure if it wasn't Extreme, we'll hear about it in the comments. Yeah. But yeah, they did really, really well.
Dude, yeah.
I mean, it was
destroying
impressive.
Snakeside, destroying this Dorito 1.
Yeah.
Dorito 50 off a break.
Yeah.
First 3 points.
I think it's kind of interesting whenever the semi-pro teams come in. For the most part, they notoriously do well, and even Manny Marshall has talked about this, where they come in, the other teams don't know what to expect. So some teams lay back and they shoot their zones and they do a really good job with zone control, and then the other teams come in and they thrash, and it's obvious that the Hurricanes thrash. They were not afraid to go at these pro teams.
No.
And it definitely showed.
Snake 50, Dorito 2, off breaks, and it was nice.
It was that field was cool too, because you could attack the Dorito side, you could attack the ladder snake really helped some teams. The Dorito side was blind for the most part. It was definitely difficult to, once you got out wide on that Dorito side, it was really hard to keep track of where the bodies were.
Yes.
So you could get up to that Dorito 50 complex. And, Hurricanes balled out. So you're voting for the Hurricanes.
I want the Hurricanes. Hurricanes taking it. Yes.
What do you guys say about Dynasty?
Dynasty played very good on Heat. I think it wasn't the Sunshine opening? Was it that first game with the Heat?
I don't know.
I don't remember who we just watched, but Dynasty Dynasty did really good. Dynasty's up there. Definitely my top 3.
Yeah, I mean they've won the last 3. I mean they're on a roll.
They're on it.
And it's kind of interesting to me. They lost Tyler Harmon to Heat. It obviously hasn't affected them.
Nope. Still talking that crazy to him.
Yeah. The other thing too is they went to JT this year. They're shooting GI paint. Moved away from HK, so they're no longer using HK gear. It's kind of interesting to me.
That's a move right there.
Well, it kind of makes me wonder, does that have anything to do with their success? Losing Harmon, and on top of that, switching sponsors. Obviously, they were still HK sponsor last year, but they come out, they dominate this year. So definitely somebody to watch on the map.
Yes.
Another thing to talk about, before we get to semi-pro, is that Level, our homeboys,
took
third place. Dude.
Taking it.
Danny was on fire in the Snake. Danny Schoenaar was on fire in the Snake. Dorito side, our very own Sam Silberg was playing the Dorito side extremely well. Chase Cranmer, who's just recently has been invited to the pros, the pro level by level. He was played D2 for a local team here. Lockdown last year, was the head of that program. Definitively their best player last year, and got invited to play pro.
Was that the one that we were talking about that you posted that just got moved to Level Up?
Oh, no. Yeah, that's actually good. Another good piece of information. So Level takes third. Everybody's balling out, and then that's a good point. Carl Markowski, who is an OG baller, originally from Toledo, Ohio. Used to play for Aftershock. He's played for a bunch of different pro teams, X Factor. is now playing for Level. So like Level
Dangerous.
is definitely
Very
dangerous. I was talking to Dave Pando, the owner of Level, and like everybody is paying attention to them. I guess they got approached by a bunch of different pro teams at the end of this event, and pro teams trying to set up practices. So I'm really excited playing at Level to see like these teams possibly come in.
Yes. Well, shoot, we've been playing their D6 line and their D3 line. Every weekend.
Right. So, yeah. So it's really good when it comes to really exciting time for local paintball here. Moving down to semi-pro, Paintball Fit, who was AC Dallas last year, got relegated. They were 20th place last year. They come back, they ball out in semi-pro, and just dunked on everybody.
Yep.
And so they won. So here's my question.
They took first?
They took first. So here's my question. Should there be, so in years past, there was a Challengers division and a Champions division, and it was the 20 teams or 16 pro teams, whatever the case may be. It used to be that there was two, like, basically individual brackets.
Okay.
The lower half and then the upper half.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of like a college bracket.
Yeah.
Like what you basically.
Well, like it would be like the difference between Division 1 or Division, or like Major League Baseball as compared to minor league baseball, whatever the case may be. But it kind of makes me wonder, like, these top 10 teams are definitely a lot better than the lower half 10 teams. Yeah. Doesn't make sense to like possibly split these teams up. What do you think?
It's almost it takes me to March Madness, and it makes me mad because they always put the best teams against the lowest brackets, and like it's supposed to like make the best teams show out, but like at the end of the day.
Yeah. But then there's also upsets, right?
There's also upsets.
What was it, St. Mary's or whatever?
St. Peter's.
St. Peter's, yeah.
Almost took it. Might take it all the way. So, shoot, we might have the Hurricanes or come up.
Yeah,
and
that's
take
true.
First place.
That's true. You got a point, right?
Know.
Because the Hurricanes technically would have been ranked 20th probably going into this event.
Yeah,
and then they ball out. So
out.
that's a good point. That's a good point. We'd like to hear what you guys got to say about that. Should it be two separate like brackets in the pro division, or should they just keep it the same? All right, WNXL, this was the first event that was happening at the Premier Field. That was another separate thing for the NXL. They had the Premier Field, which was televised, free from the NXL, but the higher divisional teams, all the divisional teams that played for first and second didn't play on the pro field. They played on the Premier Field, WNXL. One of our very own, Michaela.
Yeah, shout out Michaela Brooks, you already know.
So she plays for Destiny. They took second, and seems to be going really, really well there. So, Proshar Paint, who is, I guess, Swedish-based. I didn't know that. But their paint factories in Russia, because of all the ongoing turmoil in Europe, has basically announced that they are not going to be able to sell paint for the time being. They're trying to find a solution to the problem when it comes to producing the paint. But it is Swedish owned. There was a press release by Proshar, and I don't know. We'll see what happens with Proshar. All right, next up, carbon masks. What do you think about the carbon masks?
Carbon masks are absolutely fire, actually.
Fire?
I don't know if it will be my number one.
Yeah.
But it's with the visor, with the case, with...
Yeah, the magnetic visor is really cool.
And it has a magnetic chin strap, too.
It does,
so
similar to the push.
It's definitely up there with all the other high-ends.
So this is the SLD version.
Yep.
And these are shipping. We only have a few left in stock from what we got air freighted from us. This is the more version. There's a less version and a more version. It's just a little extra chin coverage, basically. This is the SLD. There was a lot of concern about how flexible the SLD was going to be. Look at this.
No, it's probably the most flex. It's almost like a flex, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it really is. It's super soft. So like if you're considering the Zero goggle, first of all, they're sweet. Secondly, the SLD is $30 cheaper. It only comes with one lens. But it's just as flexible, just as breathable as the Pro Edition. Pro Edition is going to come with two lenses, whereas this one only comes with one.
Another thing is when we were trying the hearing in it, hearing was great. It was great. I heard, it was great.
Yeah. No echo either, when you're talking and all that stuff. Yep. So these are shipping, guys. They have already been to our store. We've gotten all the back orders out. We still have a few of these in stock. And as soon as Carbon's able to get them in to their warehouse. We'll be restocking. So if you guys are interested in one of these, head on over to the website.
I do have one thing to put on it that we figured out today.
What's that?
The HK head mounts will not fit on for your GoPro. Yeah, we tried it for a customer today.
Is that because it's
the plastic underneath? It won't fit in between the plastic, and then these holes are too small even for the little screws.
Okay, well that's good to know.
Yeah,
that's good to know.
Customer wanted to know about getting a head mount. Yeah, it didn't fit.
All right, 2 more things. Paintball Extravaganza happened about a month and a half ago. There was no major releases, in my opinion. We didn't go, thankfully, honestly. But yeah, it seemed like an okay event and stuff like that. But for the most part, there was a few small releases, nothing major. All right, last but not least, main talking subject. You ready?
Oh.
Drum roll. Is Planet Eclipse working on a gun?
Yeah, they have to. Just have to. What else?
Dude, I don't know. So, interesting fact on the internet, it's been public knowledge, so I'm not leaking anything here. I don't have anything to leak. But basically, Planet Eclipse filed for trademark for the CS3 at the beginning of this year. So, I think that they might be working on something. Who knows, though, because, Planet won't tell us anything, and obviously I don't want to leak anything that I wasn't allowed to, but there's the Geo4, there's the LV 1.6, the CS2 has been discontinued.
Yes,
they don't have a
CS2.
Yeah, they don't have a flagship marker, so it really makes you wonder, like, what is it? Is it going to be a LV2?
Can you get a Pro or no Pro?
No pros.
So no Pro, no CS2?
Nothing.
Can you get an LV 1.6?
Yeah, so LV 1.6 and Geo4 is basically their flagship markers right now.
So, might not get a LV 1.7, but definitely possibly.
So they've trademarked out. We've talked about this on the channel before. They've trademarked the LV2 name.
Okay.
And there's been like images out there of like questionably whether or not like there's European team Sandbaggers.
Okay.
Which is the team that I think Jack Wood plays for and some of the guys that work. Anyways, I'm not exactly sure, but they're the team that uses the prototype guns. Oh. And they tape them up real good.
Yeah, I hate that. Every time they post that, what is this?
Yeah, right.
I hope it's a CS3.
It's a paintball gun.
I hope it's a CS3. Like, we want to see it.
Yeah. So the question is like, what's going to be next? Is it going to be an LV2? Is it going to be a CS3? Or is it going to be both at the same time? Or are they not working on anything at all? But it's weird that they would trademark CS3.
Both of them, actually.
Right. Yeah, the LV2's been trademarked for a while, but they just filed for trademark this year.
For the LV? Or
for the CS3.
Oh.
Yeah. So, and they've literally discontinued the CS2 and the CS2 Pro.
Y'all better stay tuned to World Cup video.
Yeah. Right. Watch the vlog. So... But yeah, so, and then the question becomes, like, what are they going to do? Are they going to continue the Gamma core? Are they going to introduce a new core?
Man, there's so many options, especially with the CS2.
Yeah.
After the CS2, the CS Pro, there's so many options that could go.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think it's going to be interesting. Maybe they do a hybrid core between the IV core and the Gamma core. I don't know.
It might be something special. We might be seeing some different PE guns.
Yeah.
A whole different PE. Might not even be a CS. Maybe.
There you go, dude. Maybe it's completely different. Yeah, we're so fixed on CS model and LV model. Maybe it's like this whole different brand new platform. Who knows? But yeah, I think, dude, I don't know, man. But I think that here's what I'll say. I think that the TM40, and everyone's going to call me a fanboy. I don't even care. I shoot the TM40 personally. I've shot a Geo4 as my backup gun. I like the CS2. I think the CS2 is a great gun. But the CS2, when you compare the features of the CS2 Pro compared to the TM40, the features, at least, you can talk about reliability and paint handling and all that stuff, but the features of the TM40 are definitely better than the CS2 Pro. Like the Pro Lock mechanism of the trigger frame, the toolless solenoid, that stuff the CS2 doesn't have. So there is definitely wiggle room, and I'm sure Jack Wood is working hard on it when it comes to like what would that look like? You know, like, are we going to see a toolless trigger frame?
Man.
Are we going to see rechargeable batteries?
They really, like, didn't stop with that gun. Like, they could have done more, so, like, they could do a lot to that gun.
But the nice thing about Planet is whatever they're doing, they're like the Apple of cell phones.
They're
like,
do it right.
They're going to do it right. They're going to take a little bit longer. It's not going to be as flashy, but you can guarantee that it's going to work. It's going to work well. There's going to be no issues. There's going to be no glitches. So
they're gonna have their name on it. So it's gonna be good.
Yeah, the quality control and the reliability is going to be there. So yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. Who knows?
Me too. I'll probably actually shoot a PE gun.
Yeah.
If they drop CS.
All right.
I might have to.
Yeah, Turtle's partial to Lux, but
it's SP gang over here, man.
But yeah, I know. I'm excited about it too. I really like the Geo4. I'm a big fan of the Geo4.
Me too. I like the Geo4. I would shoot a Geo4.
Yeah. Well, who knows? And dude, who knows, man? Speculations all day long. And then on top of that, like, when's it going to happen? Who knows? Is it going to be an NXL event? Is it going to be Cup? Most of the time, Planet Eclipse releases at Paintball Extravaganza. They didn't go this year, so it leaves the gate wide open. Like, every Planet Eclipse gun has been released at Extravaganza. So the question then becomes, are they going to go big at Cup? Are they not doing anything at all? Maybe they're just going Geo4 and LV 1.6. Are they waiting until next year? Maybe they're still in product development.
Yeah, maybe they just want to wait till next year to drop it, make one big year of it.
Yeah,
maybe. Who knows?
Who knows? Needless to say, we're excited about it.
Me too. I'm very excited, actually.
All right, guys, so there you have it. That is paintball news for March and April of 2022. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have anything that we missed, please leave a comment. And thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time.
Turtle out.